Hello, Danny.
Hello.
All right. So I forgot to mention that I just straight up just haven't uploaded the video from last week. So I guess if you guys are seeing this when this video goes live, you guys are getting a two for one. Whoops, my bad. I kind of goofed. Um, oh my god, I just got back from Virginia working at helping build one of the booths. So my body is sore because I was up on the roof today putting roofing panels up.
Ooh.
Yeah, my lower back is murdering me right now.
Oh yeah,
Thankfully,
that'll do it.
yeah, thankfully I've got my energy drink from my ride home. I got a cup of sweet tea next to me, and I'm eating ramen noodles. So I live such a healthy lifestyle, Danny. The gamer dream. So, but how have you been this week, Danny?
Doing pretty good. Things have finally started to settle down a little bit, thankfully.
Amen to that. Oh man. Yeah, no, it's going to be rough these next couple weeks going down to Virginia and doing the festival and doing all the stuff cuz I'm going to try and actually get back into streaming during the weekdays when I'm not working for my friend. But fuck
Nice.
me.
Yeah.
My body
Yeah.
hurts.
That is understandable.
Yeah, but all right. Well, we should go ahead and hop in since we're actually recording this earlier than normal, roughly about 2 hours earlier than normal. So I want to take advantage of that because I actually want to eat my noodles and play video games later. So how many topics do you have, Danny? Because I only have the one.
I have one short mention and actually probably two short mentions and then two actual stories, but
Okay,
they're
then
not super big.
all right, then let's go through your two short mentions, and then I'll do like my small mention because I want to have a small discussion about it.
All right. So it was announced, I think, at one point slightly earlier this week that, as well as with other of the big three console companies, Xbox will be raising their prices toward the holiday season, much to the dismay of anyone that enjoys playing games on consoles.
Oh man! And after they just had a W, which I'll go over when it's my turn.
Yeah, they've been getting some pretty big W's, and now this is a loss all around. Like nobody wins in this situation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like the consoles, I believe, are getting $100 price hike, and the games are going up to 80, which is like, yeah, no, no. So that's the first like small thing that's gonna have a big impact later. And the other one is on top of that, EA has laid off 300 more employees.
Are you surprised?
Now, unfortunately, 100 of those were from Respawn
You've got to be kidding me, man!
because on top of that, the layoffs, the team that included those 100 members were apparently working on a scrapped extraction shooter, which was Titanfall based.
EA, what is the matter with you?
So
Like,
this is this is the third time.
we're never gonna get Titanfall 3.
No, absolutely not. There is not going to be a Titanfall 3.
It's such a fucking
It's just
shame.
gone.
Like, I don't understand how EA's like. Yeah, I guarantee you, if EA literally put out a post said, "Hey, what game would you like to see Respawn do the most? I guarantee you, Titanfall 3 would be the number one pick by like miles. Because nobody wants more Apex Legends. That game sucks balls now. I mean, I actually haven't heard
Yeah,
anything about Apex Legends in months. I'm pretty sure the game is dead.
like I know that they're adding another character, but it's like
Who fucking cares?
there's just so many battle royales and now extraction shooters, and it's just like it doesn't really scratch those itches that Titanfall did, so it's like it doesn't have its core fan base anymore. It's like I don't know. I don't know what EA is doing. They're just
Shitting the bed. That is exactly what EA is doing. They are shitting the bed.
it's kind of like what happened when they killed off all of their like smaller studios that made the like the Street series games and all of like the fun sports games that they just don't make anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like the backyard? You mean like the backyard games?
Yeah,
God, those were so fun. God, the backyard games were so much fucking fun. But yeah, no, I feel that, and I'm just like, I mean, again, this is the reason why we should just rebel against our AAA overlords and just go indie. Stop buying fucking AAA games until these fucking companies learn to fucking give the gamers what they fucking want. But
yeah.
alas, EA fanboys will continue to suck their dicks.
It's it's just like it's gonna get even harder for people to justify them once the prices go up later this year.
Yeah,
It's like that's a lot.
yeah, no, it's a lot. It's dumb. um, so I'm gonna piggyback off your first point about Xbox.
Yeah.
Because my point that I actually want to talk about that I want a discussion with is actually a Microsoft Xbox W, which was Oblivion remastered, coming out. Not only coming out, it came out for $50, $10 below the normal game price limit, which is pretty fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like in the best part about all of it is that it's still buggy as shit. But that's kind of what made Oblivion Oblivion. Like they basically updated the graphics, they gave it the Skyrim treatment. They gave it updated graphics, they fixed a ton of stuff, but then they left just a bunch of like the ridiculous shit in that made Oblivion Oblivion. And again, it's $50, so it's still the game you love the most because the story for Oblivion is fucking phenomenal. It's great. It's amazing. And again, it's $50. It's $10 below the standard game price, which is normally 60 to 70. Like that's how you do a remake. That is actually how you do a remake slash remastered. Like, and
Yeah.
I think they just did a good job. And then of course they
I
just
can
had to blow
agree.
away all their good karma.
Yep. Like they had the back-to-back one-two punch of an actual remaster, the way that people have been wanting a remaster, and then I've heard nothing but good things about was it Obscure 33?
Oh yeah,
Like it literally has kind of been reviving the turn-based strategy game.
mm-hmm.
It's wild. And you go from those two W's to just like absolutely dropping the ball with the prices.
Well, I mean, and here's the thing: is that I think, and you know what the sad part is? Is I think Xbox, if everybody else hadn't done it too, Xbox probably would have stayed at a lower price because they were the last ones to announce. Like, if PlayStation
Yeah.
had announced we're going to keep our prices roughly the same, give or take, then Xbox probably would have also kept their prices the same. Because, like, here's my thing: is that like, because I know a lot of people, and I need to bring this up because anybody that brings up this point, this argument, clearly doesn't know how economics works. Is while technically yes, inflation has caused prices to go up, right? Like, remember the days when games were $20, $30? Like, yes, that is a thing. Like, game prices will go up. Here's the issue, though. No one can fucking afford them. Because when inflation went up, our wages stalemated. And they've stayed here for the past 20 fucking years. So, while yes, the game prices went up, if the wages had gone up, it wouldn't have been that bad of a deal. But because wages have been the exact same, no one can afford these fucking games. Which is why it's just so much better to just build a desktop and go buy an indie game off of fucking Steam.
Yeah, like this whole push in the hike of consoles and the games on consoles is just honestly it's justifying owning a PC more because you can get way more out of what a PC has to offer.
Yeah, and a PC will last you 2 to 3 times the length of a fucking console. Even longer if you just buy individual parts and upgrade your PC. Because the best part
Yeah,
about a PC is that you can upgrade it bit by bit. You don't have to
and
fucking upgrade all of it. You can be like, oh, I need a slightly better motherboard. Boom, motherboard, done. Like, holy shit. It's whereas a console, it's oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna release a new console every 3 to 4 years, and then just completely stop releasing literally anything for the previous console, which makes zero goddamn sense. Like, and half the consoles now are hot dog water. Like the PlayStation 5, while yes, the graphics look good, it still runs like fucking buns. Xbox, the Xbox S, still runs like buns. The Switch 1 is fucking terrible. It's awful. Not to mention the garbage that fucking Nintendo has put out in the past several years. Like, I remember the days, Danny, when Nintendo released a product, it was good. Like, there was a certain caliber that when you saw Nintendo release something, you knew it was going to be a banger. And
yeah,
and I started to see this decline in Sword and Shield. Like, if you take a look at Sword and Shield, the graphics look like fucking shit because they didn't fucking take the time to render it. They were just like, fuck it, we'll fix it later, and then never fixed half of the problems. And I'm like, and this is again a problem with live service games is the fact that now everybody treats every game like every company treats every game like a live service game. No, it's a single player fucking game. It's a single player game that you can play with friends. There is a
yep.
difference. And then they turn around and Legends Arceus is literally perfect. And I'm like, you couldn't have done that with Sword and Shield? Like, how?
Like it the one thing I will say is that I'm glad about is that it led to them actually being like, okay, hold on. We need to let them work on these games longer than a year.
Yeah, because Sword and Shield sales were fucking not only pitiful, but they had so much fucking backlash.
Like Sword and Shield was the start, and then Scarlet and Violet wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. And since they've actually taken time, the stuff that they've shown off from the upcoming Legends game actually looks like a pretty well put together game.
Yeah, both Legends games look good. Like Arceus, Legends Arceus is a phenomenal game, hands down. Like, bar none. It's probably one of the best games that they've released since Diamond and Pearl. Like, that might be a hot fucking take, but I think it might be that Legends Arceus might be one of the best games that they've released since Diamond and Pearl because this I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for this. I think Black and White and Black and White 2 are dog shit. I think X and Y were okay. The graphics were the updated graphics and the updated movement system was good. And they did a lot of improvements on that, but X and Y still had a lot of problems, including probably one of the shittiest bosses, like one of the shittiest evil organizations we'd seen in a while. Sun and Moon was. I have mixed feelings about Sun and Moon because on one hand, you had the Kahunas. They're basically just gym leaders. That's literally all
Yeah,
they were. You just had a different name for them, bro. Just call them fucking gym leaders. Like the literally part of the game is the fact that they're building an Elite Four. Just call the Kahunas fucking gym leaders. It's not that hard.
yeah.
Like, I get that it's island culture and stuff like that, but for fuck's sakes, man. Like, come
Like,
on, man. Like, this is just lazy. And their villain wasn't even a villain. They're literally just a bunch of fucking thugs. Not even like thugs. They're just dudes dressed up in fucking black, white, and fucking skulls. Like, bro, Pokemon
I
villains
will,
are ass.
I will say though, that team had some fucking banger music though.
Oh yeah, this. Well, again, it's a Pokemon game. The soundtracks are always killer because it's Nintendo. If there's one thing you can always count on Nintendo, it's banger soundtracks. I don't think there's a single Nintendo soundtrack that I know of that isn't good. Like, in, like their symphonies are fucking phenomenal. But getting back to the point on hand, it's just like I just don't understand how we go from $60 games and then jumping it to 80, 90, $100. Bro, it's a 20, 30, $40 price increase. Like, and you know what the sad part is that fanboys are still gonna buy the fucking games regardless because oh my god, it's a new product. Like, bro, the Switch 2, the Switch 2 is better than the Switch 1, but it's still garbage compared to the Xbox and PlayStation. Like, they could have let it cook for another 2 years and then basically put like because that's the problem. All of Nintendo's products are all 2 to 3 years behind Xbox and PlayStation, which is fucking dumb. Like, bro, how? How does that work? Like, how are you 2 to 3
It's
years behind in development?
it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Because I'm like, bro, like, the Switch 2 should have been released 2 to 3 years ago with the current specs that it has. It should have been released 2 to 3 years ago. And then it would have actually been on par. But they're releasing it now. And Xbox and PlayStation are getting ready to release their new consoles. Like,
It's like the main thing that I can think of that actually got Nintendo to finally reveal and release the Switch 2 was just how much like the Steam Deck was cutting into their like territory.
yeah, because fucking Steam Deck is so much better. It's
It,
literally a mini computer. It's the
yeah,
Steam. That's how you do a handheld, by the way. You want a good handheld? Fucking get a Steam Deck. You can, and the best part is you can access all of your favorite mods from the workshops for those games on Steam. And you can put them on the Steam Deck. Like,
yeah.
that's pretty fucking nuts.
Like there's so many different things you can do with the Steam Deck, and honestly, like a lot of developers are specifically making versions for the Steam Deck. Like they are tweaking to have settings that are specifically made to run better on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, they're optimizing it. And I'm like, this is how you make product. Like,
Like,
Steam is still the goat. They're still the
yeah,
motherfucking goat. Like, it doesn't matter who you talk to. Steam is still goddamn goated. Like, unless Steam came out and said, yeah, we have to raise prices in order to stay viable, which even then, they would probably only raise the prices for their games on minimum, like $1, $2 anyways, because Steam doesn't give a fuck. They genuinely don't fucking care. They're like, we're by gamers for gamers. Like, that's literally their core.
yeah. Like Steam is literally one of the few platforms left that is very pro consumer. They have probably better treatment of you, the the consumer, than any other storefront you can find.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They are 1,000%. 1,000%. They have always been for the consumer. They've always been for the players. And their system is so friendly. Like, you can upload a game for a small fee and then it's done. That's it. You're good.
Yeah, like literally the only thing that you have to do is just make sure that your game is tagged correctly, and as long as you abide by Steam's guidelines, there's usually not any problem.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you'll see 9 million of like slop quick cash grab things that are just like copy paste games that pop up, but they usually disappear after like a week or so.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. There's still so many fucking good gems on fucking Steam.
Yeah,
Like, just look. Like,
like
there's a game for everyone on Steam.
like I mean, right now even there's like I think 2 or 3 different sales going on right now.
I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, because their summer sale is gonna be coming up here soon, isn't it?
Yeah. They also like I think earlier in the week they had a War Games sale, so like a bunch of different uh era war themed games went on sale. Some like half to 75% off even.
Yeah, like
Pretty good stuff.
yeah, Steam has always been for the players, and I've never understood why. And again, like you want to be an indie studio, just submit your games to Steam. Just make it PC compatible. Just make it PC based, and if you make a good game, people will flock. I mean, for fuck's sakes, we saw 2 years ago, we saw Baldur's Gate 3 win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Like, Larian absolutely fucking killed it. And this year, granted, it was a PlayStation game, but it was a family friendly PlayStation game. Won Game of the Year. Nobody was expecting that. For fuck's sakes, Balatro, a game made by one fucking dude, was on the goddamn list, was a nominee for Game of the Year. Are you
Yeah.
fucking high? Like, bro, we are in the indie renaissance of fucking gaming right now. Fuck AAA studios, man. They don't give a fuck about you. Just go find yourself a fucking indie game. I don't know how many times we can preach this, Danny, but there is a game on Steam for you.
Yeah, like these smaller studios are going to give you games that are just they're made to be fun. Like they're not gonna ask you for 9 billion different microtransactions.
Yeah, and if they do, chances are they're all cosmetic. Like, it's
Yeah,
all things that you don't have to buy. You can
I
if
mean,
you want, but you don't have to.
half of them, like a good portion of them that pop up on Steam, pop up in early access, so you can actually fund the creation of the game.
Which is another great thing. Because it gives the creator of the game, it gives them good feedback. Because a lot of those indie
Yep.
developers read those fucking comments. They go, hey, the game runs great, but there's a couple of things that could be improved, like the combat system. All right, make the combat system cleaner. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, like, not that hard. Also, mods.
Yeah,
Literally just mods.
exactly. Like anything that has like mod support has like at bare minimum like double its lifespan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Steam Workshop is phenomenal. I use it all the time for Slay the
Exactly.
Spire. Slay the Spire mods are fucking great. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame that like we are just not just killing off the fucking CEOs of fucking EA and fucking Activision and all these fucking idiots who keep regurgitating the same fuck. I mean, here's the thing, okay? I like Rockstar. I do. I really like Rockstar. But for fuck's sakes, GTA 6 needs to be different. Because the last 3 to 4 GTA games were all the fucking same.
Yeah,
Like, they're all the same fucking game. And the reason why I like Rockstar is guess what? Red Dead and Red Dead 2, baby. Like, banger fucking games. But either way, we should move on to the next our last topic that you've got for us.
yeah. So, this is a little like 1-2 thing. Uh, Fandom is going through some shutdowns, and for those of you that don't know, Fandom is the parent company for Giant Bomb and GameSpot. So they're essentially having a massive shakeup on what they're actually going to be producing in the near future because of a disagreement with the parent company. So some of their frequent guests on their podcasts and their live streams have disappeared. They are no longer with the company. And it's one of the two big changes in game journalism. The other one being Polygon has been sold off.
To fucking who?
Polygon has been sold to Valnet.
Who the fuck is
So,
Valnet?
Valnet, I believe, yeah, it's a Canadian media company. So, in lieu of that sell, Polygon has also laid off a bunch of employees. So, it's the big 1-2. A lot of game journalist sources are going to be changed up real soon, and it's uncertain whether or not it will continue to be actual people working on these stories.
I mean, this is really honestly sad because I was so sad when Game Informer stopped doing
Like
journalism.
Giant Bomb and GameSpot are like kind of like staples of gaming journalism. They've been around for a while.
Yeah, we use, like, and to put in perspective for those of you watching, Danny and I use GameSpot to get a lot of our major news.
Yeah, because they usually just give the information, which is nice.
Yeah, there's no runarounds. It's just flat out, this is what it is, this is what's happening. Like,
so
go ahead.
It's just kind of a surprise. Kind of happened out of nowhere, and don't know how much of their information is going to be like maintained, how much is going to be shifted around, what they're going to like do for upcoming content. But when the literal co-founder is leaving after being there for 14 years, it just kind of shows you how big of a shakeup this is.
Yeah, no, that's what we call a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and for clarity's sake here, fandom is in control of GameSpot, Metacritic, Fanatical, let's see what else. Giant Bomb, Cord Cutters, GameFAQs, Screen Junkies. They're kind of like the parent company of a lot of established gaming information sources. Like, they also, like, if you've seen a majority of like more recent game wikis, they're probably from fandom too. So this shakeup's a little concerning, but time will tell.
Well, you think AI is going to start writing articles?
I mean, I don't know what their intentions are, but letting this many people go is a little concerning for a wiki and journalism collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, it's because you don't see a whole lot of gaming journalism anymore as just a whole. Like, you have a couple websites like Gamerant, GameSpot. I mean, Game Informer was my big one for years. I mean, I subscribed to Game Informer for the better part of basically a decade through GameStop. Like, I have a stack somewhere in a box nearby of 3 years worth straight, 3 years worth of Game Informers. Like, I remember when they fucking covered Gears of War 3. Like, holy. And seeing, like, all of the
right?
different, like, talks and, them doing their interviews and stuff like that. Like, man. Journalism in whole has not been great recently. But the fact that, like, the gaming journalism is because it's always been just, no one's ever, like, sugarcoated it. Gaming journalism has always been brutal, but it's always been honest. So if a game sucked, you knew it sucked. So, I mean, I don't know how much more we can really talk about it other than this is pretty sad.
Yeah, like we didn't have a whole lot of news last week, and this week it's mostly layoffs and price hikes. Aside from the bright side that is Oblivion Remastered actually being a remaster.
Yeah, and not
Like,
claiming to be a remastered and then being a remake. I'm
yeah,
looking at
like
you, Final
that's one
Fantasy
of
VII Rebirth.
like literally the one thing I can say is like they actually gave what people asked for it, and kind of surprised. Also, like a W move on their part for sending the developers of the long-awaited Skyblivion mod keys to the remaster. So not only did it kind of shadow drop, they also gave the modders who have been working on Skyblivion access to the remaster.
That is a good W. Still doesn't make up for their garbage, but it's still a good W. Like, it
Exactly.
is sad to say that Microsoft is actually the best fucking AAA company out right now. Like, that is
it's
so fucked for me to say.
it's a weird statement because like the only other thing that I heard this week is that Sony is going to start charging more for their consoles in Europe to offset so that they don't have to raise their prices in NA.
Which is crazy because Xbox isn't big in Europe. Xbox
Well,
is North
actually,
American.
yeah. Xbox has sells so much less in Europe, and like Sony is the dominant console in Europe. And to do a move like this, like they're actually like offloading the higher price on their main audience, which is crazy to me.
God, Sony, you're just fucking scumbags, man. I swear to God. Oh, this is so depressing. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I guess, Danny, we can have a short episode this week, yeah?
And yeah, there's still not like a whole lot. I'm assuming like the next week we'll probably have some more stuff, maybe.
Yeah, either that or we'll come up with some topics to talk about and like talk about like different studios and whatnot and just different games that we've been interested in recently. Maybe that's what we can do. If there's just nothing good, we'll just talk about games that we've been playing.
Yeah,
So, all right. Well, with that being said, Danny, where can they find you?
you can find me on YouTube and Twitch at CatboxDanny.
You can also find me on Twitch and YouTube at Domini Fox or on Twitter at Domini Fox1. Thank you all so much for stopping by. We both really appreciate it. We both hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, don't be a sweat lord. We'll see you guys next time.